Hello family and friends and fellow YouTubers, it's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and it is time for the October walk around. It's a pretty chilly day today. It's almost 50 degrees. I think we're like 48, 49, something like that. It's a lot warmer today than it has been. In fact, it was so cold that we had snow this past Monday. So it's like I said, it is a little bit warmer today, and I am out here at the Hancock Homestead this weekend, hoping to get some outside chores done that I wasn't able to do because of the several days of rain and wind and just bitterly cold temperatures with a little bit of snow and sleet thrown in. We just had a whole mixture of weather this past week. But this week is over and we're looking for nice weather this weekend. So I'm back out to try to finish up these chores that I need to get done, like cleaning out the vegetable boxes, because we did have our frost, and the vegetables are now finished, at least the ones we have. And then I have a little bit more work I want to get done in some of my gardens. I'm hoping that my tulips will show up so I can get them in this weekend. And so I'm out for a few of the last minute fall chores. And while I'm out here, I thought that I would do a real quick walk around. Hey Squirm, you want to say hello to my friend? Squirm's just down here at my feet, just going in and out. Yes, she wants to say hello. Yeah, I know, it's usually Paulo. Paulo has injured his paw. We cannot see any damage to it. He might have just sprained it, but we'll keep an eye on it. So he's not following me like he normally does. He's in his little bed under the porch. Yeah, so now I have Squirm today with me though. All right, so let's go ahead and do this walk around and see what we see. All right, here we go. So the first thing you're going to see is the beginning of my fall display. I am not finished with it yet. I started it in the middle of October, and then we had that rain and snow and all that yucky weather, so I haven't gotten back to it. But, oh, here comes Paulo. I don't know if y'all can see him hopping. Come here, Paulo. Come here, my friends. I'm going to show you to my friends. Come here. I know. Yes, he has a hurt paw. Yes, but I can't see anything wrong with it. So we're just going to wait and see. If it continues to bother him, we might have to make a trip to the vet. All right, but let's go ahead and do this walk around. Here we go. And Paulo, you can just stay there if you want. You don't have to follow me, sweetheart. I'll be okay. I have Squirm. She'll protect me. Yeah. All right, you just take it easy, okay? Let that paw rest. Okay, friends, so there's the beginning of my fall display. I have a few more things I want to add to it, but that's the beginning. Not a whole lot has changed in the potting shed. It's getting a little chilly to come out here and sit though. I'm going to get the chickens some sunflower seed. I keep my sunflower seed in here along with the cat food. A little pan for the cat food. It's time to feed these winter birds now. Alright, I like to use sunflower seeds as a scratch for the chickens in the winter. It's a good source of protein, which provides them with heat. Here, chick, 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 chick. Here, chick, 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 chick. All right. Hello, Paulo. All right. Here you guys are. You're on this side, huh? Yeah, I put sunflower seeds over on the other side. I'm sure you'll find them. Alright, so let's go up and look at the garden boxes for one last time. Alright, there's one last look of the 2020 garden boxes. We had a frost, have had some really cold, windy, rainy weather, so everything's pretty well done for. But before I get around to cleaning them out, I thought we'd take one last look. We had a pretty good crop. And as you can see, we still had a few more we could have picked if we'd gotten out here on time. But they don't taste the best now that the frost has hit. So they're done for. They're going to get pulled out this weekend. But I thought I'd have one last look in this October walk around. All right. And as you can see, we have the plastic out. We're getting ready to cover everything up. Let's go around to the back side here. I'm not used to walking towards the back, but I want to show you the iris bed. If you look way out in the field out there, you can see that they have their tractors ready to go to get in this batch of corn. They'll probably be working on that this weekend. We're supposed to have a nice weekend. So hopefully they're going to let it set for a day or two because of all the rains. I'm not sure exactly when they'll get in, but it might just be too muddy right now. But as you can see from the dirt here, we've had a lot of rain. And yes, this load of dirt ended up with quite a few rocks, but I can pick up some of the bigger rocks, and actually irises don't mind rocky soil. So there they are though. Those were leftover irises, and I just put them right there along that concrete, that old concrete foundation. All right. Squirm. You're being all snuggly today, but it's making it hard to walk when you go in between my feet all the time. Yes, I know. All right, now look, we're headed down towards the apple orchard. Looks like all the chickens made it over here. I knew they would. All right, so we got a really good haul off of our apple trees, or well, the Red Delicious trees this year. Great abundance of apples from these Red Delicious, and still more on the ground that need to get picked up, and I'll probably be doing that today or sometime this weekend for sure. I decided not to do any apple canning this year because, as I've seen it's happening all across the United States, we're running out of canning supplies. I have no lids and cannot find any lids. And I looked online for lids and they are expensive. So I am not doing canning this year due to lack of supplies. Those apples I may end up just freezing for apple pies and applesauce during the winter. But yeah, good turnout of apples this year. All right, let's go over and look at the cottage garden. It's kind of a gloomy day today, but it is October, so. All right, as you can see, I've been getting some seeds into the bird feeders. Okay guys, look at this. These cosmos which I've been waiting all year to bloom, has finally bloomed in October. I don't know why they were so late this year. They'll usually start blooming like July and bloom all the way through October. But this year, they didn't start blooming until October. But oh, what beautiful blooms. And what a nice bright color for this gloomy, gloomy cottage garden right now. And then look at this. Look at this one little cone flower that decided she was going to go ahead and bloom. Yeah. As you guys can see, I have new stone edging. I did a video on how I put those in, along with some tulips and daffodils. I left up a few of the zinnias on both sides. There's some zinnias over there. If they had blooms, I went ahead and left them on because I have been seeing the birds out here eating the seeds off of the seed heads. So I've left some for the birds. I'm very happy with the way my butterfly bushes did this year. I really hope they continue to do well for me in the following years. I'm hoping that I end up with more hollyhock from seed spread. John's doing some work for me on a bird feeder. That's what you're hearing. So on this side, the boxwoods are doing good. And in these empty spots here, I've got down cardboard and straw so that next spring I can put something in there. And then up here, more cardboard and straw. And that's what I plan on doing here too. I had black plastic laid down there, but I had to use that black plastic for another project. So I think since I have some cardboard, I'm going to put down cardboard and straw just all along there, and then I can plant into it in the spring. Alright, let's go on down. We have a mole, and I sure hope that mole doesn't eat my tulip bulbs, because I forgot to put them in wire cages. They suggest that if you have mole and vole problems, that you put your tulip bulbs into wire cages, and I forgot to do that. And I actually have not done this bed down here yet with the tulips and the daffodils. They have not arrived yet. So for this bed down here, I will definitely be getting some chicken wire and putting them into little wire cages, because this yard here looks like it has the most mole problem. But here's this iris bed. It's looking good. And then I'm waiting on the daffodils to go in there, and then yellow and purple tulips in there. So as soon as they get here from Holland Bulb Farm, I will be putting them in. And then I have a little bit more work to do on this iris bed, but as you can see, I have a good start on it. This one doesn't have quite as many as that one across the road, and it's not quite as big, but the flower arrangement's the same. I have 6 white, 6 of the Royal Highness, which are the purples, and then 4 of the yellows. I'm not sure what happened to the other 2 yellows, but anyway. And then that bed over there as you can tell, is starting to get all weedy because I did not use cardboard and I did not use sterilized soil. I just put them in the ground and they're starting to get some weeds in them, but it's too wet to come out here and hoe right now, so I'll probably come out sometime this weekend if it dries up a little bit and try to hoe some of those weeds out. But this part over here is more of just a naturalized look. Where those two boxes over there, I'm trying to get more semi-formal, I guess. Anyway. And got my daylilies over here. Have not gotten my daylilies over there yet, but they're putting on nice growth over here. Here are the yuccas, which I had to move in order to put the iris bed in. So, all right. I'm probably going to come out and try to prune this tree. Take out some of those littler branches sometime. Probably will cut back the trumpet vine. Already been putting bird feed into the feeders. That one over there, I had to have some work done to it. Alright, so I got this one back up. John had to come help me though, because we had to twist this block a little bit in order to get that hook at the right level. But there it is. And the birds will be happy. Alright. So, down here at the gate garden, we brought in extra dirt and raised the dirt level, the soil level, so it's more like a raised bed. And then I went ahead and put down black plastic and tarps to keep the weediness from sprouting back up. Probably what I'll do in the spring is put down newspaper with some compost or manure or both, and get it nice and fertilized. And I really like the sunflowers and the zinnias in there, and they are cheaper than perennials. I mean, I might eventually add perennials, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with sunflower and zinnia garden down here. I thought it looked really pretty and natural, and hopefully we will eventually get the weeds under control where it will look even better. Alright, and then I did put a bird feeder back here so I could look out that bedroom window at it, but we've had some pretty strong winds and it looks like it blew over. So I will have to get it situated. The ground is pretty wet. There we go. Might have to put a concrete block on top of it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put a concrete block on top of it. But I can look out, I can sit on my bed and look out the window and see it. So, these peonies are dying back. So, these here I think I'm going to turn into strawberry beds next spring. I'll get them together, put down some cardboard and compost, and hopefully get some strawberries planted in there. And I hope to eventually get grapes next year, maybe two. This year was a weird year for gardening and canning. No supplies. Limited, let me put it that way, limited supplies. And what they did have, they were charging a pretty penny for, so. There's the other iris bed. It's looking pretty good. I'm glad we got the rains because that meant I didn't have to come out and water them. But we had, I think like 3 days of rain and it was cold. Oh my goodness, we had some really cold weather. In fact, it was so cold, it snowed Monday. So it was pretty cold. All right, and we are back at the beginning. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little October walk around. But I wanted to show you the beginning of the fall display especially, and I wanted to show you the cosmos especially. So I think we'll just end with them on a happy note. On this gloomy day, we'll just end with the beautiful cosmos. They're all drooped over from the rain and the cold and the snow, but they still have some beautiful blooms. Look how beautiful those flowers are after the snow even. All right, friends, well, that's it for this October walk around. If you like this video, remember to please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Yes, all right. Hello. Welcome to the 100-acre woods. Welcome to the 100-acre woods.
I'm Pooh, and this is Piglet.
And I'm Tigger.
All right.
Tigger is I'm the only one. Oh, bother.
He has to say, thanks for noticing.
Thanks for noticing.
All right, love it.
Welcome to the 100-acre woods.
You like Pooh and Kinga? Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so we have Tigger. Hello, Tigger.
Hi.
We have Eeyore. Hello, Eeyore. And then we have Kinga and Roo. Hello, Kinga and Roo.
It's his first Halloween.
All right. Wow, look at all that candy. We have the most beautiful unicorn. And we have, who'd you say you were, Jeffrey? Jeffrey, who are you?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. And what are you, Emma? A unicorn. Do you guys want some candy?
Piece of candy? You just want to eat a piece from your bucket?
I'm gonna eat a piece from my bucket.
We still haven't been to that side.
I
You're going to go over to the spider
Let's
jeep?
go to that.
Hello,
Go to the other
Farmer.
side? Okay.
Hello, Jackson, and you are Roo
You're
with
the
Kinga.
Do you want to save these for after you get done? No. Okay.
Did I tell you I have panda farmers?
Hey,
I want this to eat.
Emma.
It's getting very red.
Emma, what do you have on your back?
Are these
Do you have
chewies?
wings?
He looks very offended that I touched his nose.
You can't get these open.
Dad didn't have gloves at first.
Emma, what is on your head?
Did you see hot dogs in there?
Yeah.
Is it a horn?
Oh, they're literally right there. Okay.
We're about to go if you want to go, but I think I'm going to wait until, I don't know. Costume contest is at 6. I cannot even
And Jeffrey, what does Iron Man do? Is he an Avenger?
Yeah.
He's an
Shoots out lasers.
Oh, he shoots out lasers? How does he do that?
Out of his hands.
Out of his hands.
We finished. It's the last one. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'm so cold. It's shaking. I'm shaking.
I still can't get these open for you, Emma.
Oh my goodness.
Tiger or a lion with lots of courage. Donald Trump with flex and candy. Come on over.
I guess we'll let you in our 100-acre woods.
Take whatever you want.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck.